What's going on, guys? X95 here. Today, we're doing another Let's Play series. I have more uh, gameplay commentary from the Pokemon Rumble game. Unfortunately, I didn't really like the commentary on it because it was a live commentary, and unfortunately, it was kind of boring. It was just me talking about Pokemon and that kind of stuff, which I'm sure not many of you are interested. So I decided that I would kind of put that aside just for a little bit, and I'll continue with it later. Don't worry about that. But I will be doing this game for now, which I'm really enjoying. I've only done a little bit of this game so far. It's called Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. So I'm probably going to do a healthy balance, like maybe one video a week of each Let's Play, and go from there. Maybe one or two. I'm not quite sure yet because they're both pretty easy to get gameplay with. I could just hop on and do live commentary, but I didn't like the commentary on the other game, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to record over it whenever I feel like I have a topic I wish to talk about. And originally for this gameplay as well, I got some gameplay. I had some live commentary that I was talking about, but I didn't really. It got messed up, and I didn't really like it too much. I don't like doing live commentary sessions unless it's a really intense game. When it's something like a story mode game, it's not really intense because there's no real reactions to it. It's kind of just you going on, and there's not really much to talk about. So I thought I'd just put up the gameplay for something for you to watch. It has like dialogue and stuff, so it's kind of funny. But whenever I have something I feel like talking about, I'll just talk over it. If I simply have not much to talk about, or I'm really busy, I'll just put the live commentary and just upload it like that, and you'll have that experience as well. So I'll probably have like a healthy balance between the two, which it's always a good thing in the end. But you know, just let me know. Uh, so yeah, this game, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I don't exactly know why I chose this game. I know that I really liked it when I was younger. It was it was one of those games I never really got around to buying, but I always played when you go to like Best Buy and stuff. I always played it on the Nintendo DS, and yes, this is within the Nintendo DS. I downloaded a PC emulator and downloaded this game, and now I'm playing it. There's no real glitches with it. The only problem is the screen is kind of small, as you'll see in the video, but that's expected. And if you notice, there's kind of a gap between there's like a curtain, I guess, right now when I'm fighting Bowser Jr. Okay, I guess the screen went away. Hopefully it'll come back soon. Okay, well, it doesn't show now, but there will be a gap between the upper view and the lower view. That is just how the Nintendo DS works. It has two screens, and because there's like a 1-inch gap between the two screens, it kind of implies that there's going to be like a certain part of the view that is lost in between those two screens. And I can't really. Okay, right here is a perfect example. Those castles are not directly above. It makes no sense because part of it is cut off, and the picture is kind of messed up. You'll see right here that there's like a large cone base, and then there's just a tiny little cone at the top, and there's a lot missing. That's because the Nintendo DS does that intentionally, so it makes it feel more realistic. But now most of this game is going to be played with a map on the top view, as you'll see now, and then the bottom is the gameplay, the audio, the dialogue, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, So I stumbled upon this game. I kind of remembered it from my old days. I remember it was so different from the other Mario games because you could like jump on each other's backs, and it was kind of like stats and that kind of stuff, which was really cool, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm playing it. So I'll be doing a healthy dose of both games, Pokemon, Mario, and then Call of Duty. I'm gonna probably start coming back to it. Unfortunately, I've been very busy with midterms, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, is midterms and stress and all that kind of stuff. So I just came home from taking two of probably some of the most difficult midterm exams I've taken before, most difficult exams I've ever taken in my life, of biology and calculus, math, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's super difficult. And I think I've studied. Let's see, I studied like 8 hours on Sunday, 4 hours the other 2 days. Um, and yeah, I've studied like a bunch of hours over the past few days, and it's been super stressful because I feel like the more you put your most people will tell you like, okay, the more you study, the more confident you should be. But for me, it's the complete opposite. The more I study, it's almost as if the more I care and the more paranoid I get about the test. For something like history, which it just comes naturally to me, and I don't take very difficult classes for history. I don't study much, and therefore I don't care. It's as simple as that. It depends. I don't know which one is related to which, but for some reason I don't. Maybe it's just because I don't care about the class that I don't study, or maybe I just don't get nervous for the tests because I don't study. Like I feel like the more I might put my mind onto something, the more worried about that thing that I'm doing I am, the more worried I am, and then like the more paranoid I become about. Oh my god, I'm gonna do worse. I'm gonna do worse. No, I should be building confidence when really I'm kind of just getting more paranoid. But in the end, I know that I'll do better by study when I study than when I don't study. So so stress plays a big part in the whole high school that kind of stuff. Test taking. Like it's kind of like a politics in high school, right? You got to think about like your reputation and that kind of shit. And here I kind of get messed up. I didn't realize how to move around because I was playing with the controls. So anyway, yeah, there's kind of like a whole politics behind high school and that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of stress in your life. You have grades, you have sports, you have your friends, and if something comes up with your friends, your grades suffer. You don't play as well in sports. All these things factor together, and it can be really, really stressful. And sometimes when you're just studying, it's very, very difficult to have an outlet for all of your stress. If you just come home, you study, and then you go to sleep, that's not a life. Come on. Like you're not gonna enjoy yourself. There's no fun in your life. You're not doing anything special, and you will suffer for that. I'm not saying like you'll pay. Like it's just not. It's not smart. What is this? I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, so you will suffer as a result of not getting rid of your stress, and there are many ways to get rid of your stress. Some people play video games. I don't know. My parents tell me that when I play video games, I get more stressed out, like Call of Duty, and I rage and that kind of stuff. But in the end, I feel like I still get some stress off. Maybe I'm just saying that because I really like playing and kind of like defending my lifestyle, because no one wants to be told that they're wrong, and everything about what they do is wrong. But I don't know. I feel like when you're playing these video games, you're taking your mind off of all the difficult things in your life that it's super relaxing. Even if you're doing something super stressful, like playing Call of Duty, going for a Moab, and you get that 23 kill streak and then you die. It's very stressful. It's very frustrating. But at the same time, I almost feel, and again, I could just be defending my life, that because I'm not thinking about grades and how am I going to do in this big sports game, basketball game, football game, how am I going to do it with my friends, like if you're fighting with your friends, like how am I going to fix this? If you're not thinking about that, that in itself is a relief and a break from all that stress. That's not to say that you should spend all your life on the computer and trying to escape your real life, because it is an alternate reality, but it's not. You need to remember that it is not reality. The person you are online is not really the person who you really are. If you are fucking playing Skyrim and you have 70 archery, you don't have 70 archery in real life, okay? It should not define you. It should just be something you do to relax. There are plenty of other ways to relax. I mean, like going outside, that's probably the most proven method and non-debatable method of relaxing. Go outside, go for a walk, go jog, play a sport, do something in the air. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when you just go outside, you just make yourself feel better. If you're pissed off at something, I don't know what frickin' voodoo, gypsy, witchcraft stuff is going on out there, but you feel better after you play outside. You know, that's just how I feel. I don't know if it works for you, but like it gets your mind off of things and in a healthy way. Like people will say that video games are unhealthy. Yeah, that's fine. You can damage your eyesight. You can do all these things, and you know, going outside is more productive because you're just playing with the keyboard, looking like a zombie or something like that. And you know, they may be right, but it's important that you get rid of the stress in any way that helps you. Every person's different. You have to be sensitive towards that kind of thing. So, you know, whatever works for you. I personally know that a lot of these things do relieve stress, like sport. When I go outside and I'll play basketball for a little bit, even if I'm playing crappy, it kind of does get my mind off school and it helps me take a break because, you know, you can't go to school for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is, come home, sit down, eat for 10 minutes, so it's like like a 1 hour break, and then just go for another 6 hours. It doesn't work like that. That's not a life. And if you're living that kind of a lifestyle, like if you have to, I would really suggest kind of avoiding that if you can pace yourself and, you know, be able to. If you're not able to take breaks, then maybe you should kind of change your lifestyle. I don't want to tell you you're wrong, but if you're taking like, I don't know, like 6 AP classes, it's kind of difficult to, you know, do those kinds of things. Because I don't know, it's just I would not be able to imagine my life if I'm studying every day that many hours. Like I don't know how much I study. I probably study like 2-3 hours a day, but it's very on and off. Some days I can have like 6 hours, some days I can have nothing. You know, but even when I do have 6 hours, I try to, you know, take breaks. Even watching like a video that kind of like makes you happy, makes you smile, something funny, like an epic, I don't know, like an epic mealtime, Ray William Johnson, whatever you guys watch, it really helps because it kind of it'll lift your spirits. You know, you won't feel as if your day was just completely wasted on studying, and you know, it's not really good to obsess about things. Like if you're studying for midterms and you've done everything you can, but you still don't feel ready, you know, it's fine. That's exactly how I felt for my last 2 midterms. I mean, I did a lot of studying. I did probably like 5-6 hours for each test, and I reviewed everything. I couldn't do anything. There's nothing else I can do. It's something I'm just gonna have to do on the spot and kind of learn as I take the test. I can't prepare for a test completely at home. It's not gonna work like that. You have to be able to make those adjustments during class, during the test, which will help lead you to the success that you want, you know? Man, I'm fucking tired. Jesus. Yeah. So, I still have 3 days of midterms, and today I have work, so I can't really study for the midterm, which kind of screws me over. But, you know what, that's okay. We'll just talk about Mario and that kind of crap. Here I'm changing the controls, and you'll see the bag humping the ground. I don't know what's going on. Well, let me know what you guys think, guys. I'm going to stop it here. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up the video. It really does help me out. Just take 2 seconds out of your day. And, yeah, peace.